Hello you bunch of gimps and welcome to the Halo Foundry. Finally we can all rejoice. Gone are the days of eating off the floor like a bunch of animals. Going forward we shall only eat as kings and queens. That's right, because today we're going to be reviewing the Master Chief inspired 8-piece dinnerware set by Ukonic. Ukonic. Who cares? I've always been one for trying to get my hands on all the weird and wonderful Halo merch that's out there, but I never thought in all of the miserable years that I've been living on this filthy planet that I'd ever own a bloody Halo dinnerware set. So when I saw this thing pop up on Amazon, I knew I had to pick it up, just to add a little bit of class to my kitchen. And yes, I seriously think that Halo themed plates are classy. I mean, if Jesus resurrects tomorrow and comes knocking at my door asking for some bread, he can piss right off if he thinks I'll be serving him up on this. He's eating off the floor like the animals that we used to be. These are reserved for me and me only. But now that I've received it, does it hold as much class as I say? Is it worth meals like KFC, pizza and cocaine? Or will it forever be used for beans on toast? Yes, the cups too. Well, let's find out. But before I go into the actual items, I think there's a few weirdos out there who'll be keeping this set in the box. Something to pass on to your kids when you finally have that sweet release of death. I'm not really sure if they'll care that much about this great piece of inheritance, but it's the thought that counts, I guess. But anyway, let's take a closer look at that box. Nice. Wow. So the box is nothing special at all. Honestly, it's a little bit boring and would look so much better displayed out of it. Hint hint, okay? If you're familiar with any other Halo merch before this won't come much of a surprise to you. There's a lovely picture of the set on the box, well half the set as it is a 2-piece. You've got Marketing Chief in the corner, yellow background and green everywhere else. So the front is pretty standard. On the back there's another picture of the half set and the contents and dimensions. So we get two 10.5-inch dinner plates, two 8-inch side plates, two 6-inch bowls and two 14-ounce mugs. It's also a microwave safe, a win-win for me, and it's also dishwasher safe as well. Nice. Also, battle damage is included. Great, so it comes boxed with PTSD. Lovely stuff. So I'm no expert in plates or even stone, but this is a stoneware set. Now, I'm guessing that means it's made out of stone. I'm not sure really, maybe clay? Is clay a stone? I'm guessing clay's a stone, I don't know. I remember playing RuneScape and you mine it out of the ground, so yeah, I guess clay is a stone. But weirdly, it doesn't say stoneware on the box at all, which seems like it was a great selling point for this set, meaning it's not plastic or any of the cheap garbage that we normally get. But they forgot to mention it. You need to travel the internet to find out that this is stoneware. So come on marketing team, know your product. What are you selling us, eh? But that's the box it comes in. Like I said, it's a little bit boring, but I don't think it's really meant to be that flashy. It's simply meant to be a womb to hold the set until it pours out kicking and screaming to life. But anyway, with the box out of the way, let's open it up. Now look at that. First impressions with it all out in front of me, it does look very fancy. I don't think I've ever owned a full matching dinnerware set. And straight away I feel more like an adult already. After all, Halo is an adult's game. As I said, these are stoneware, and feeling them through my gloves I can feel the quality squirting out onto my fingers. Each piece is coloured beautifully in Master Chief's iconic green. Now I believe the stone is painted green and it isn't embedded into the clay or whatever it is. But that's going by the uncoloured sections at the bottom of each piece, you know, these little circles here. So if you did smash this, I expect that the green will only be on top. Once again, maybe. But if we do have experts, please comment down below. But don't be smart about it, because I did ask you to comment after all. But as I said, it does look and feel very premium. Being a Master Chief set, each piece does have some detail that ties it into the game. All of them have this little yellow rim that runs all the way around, which on closer inspection does have a sort of tech pattern around it. The cups also have two small UNSC symbols near the handles, whilst the bowl has a UNSC symbol and the letters UNSC on each side. It is connected by a slightly darker green strip. The side plates have a large UNSC symbol in the middle, and the larger plate has a 117 in the middle. And that's it. Apart from them all saying Halo underneath and the usual branding, those are the only connections this set has to Halo. And yeah, I know, as fans, 117, UNSC and green does scream Halo, but it's just a little bit boring. I thought being a Master Chief set, you'd at least get his helmet on one of them. But I get this isn't your normal Halo merch, it's a little bit upper class compared to your normal plastic junk. So I get why it's a little bit simple, it's them trying to be fancy with it. But I would have preferred a little more. Maybe another trim around here that says Halo, or an assault rifle or warthog, you know, the normal Halo stuff. But as with the current design, it's like they googled Halo, saw 117, saw UNSC and thought, yep, good enough, and then just slapped it on everything. But that is just my opinion with the design, it just leaves me wanting a little bit more. But another issue that I have with these is that you can feel them. Of course, they're not painted on or protected with a varnish, as you need to keep that lovely stone feel on the rest of the plate after all. But what this does mean is that the patterns are likely to start chipping away in time. I don't expect them to last very long in a dishwasher before you end up with some boring green plates because all the details are rubbed off. And some of them haven't even been applied that well. Looking at the mark on this one, it isn't even straight and has a noticeable gap where it connects. But this gap is also on the bowls as well. So good job there. You know, just make the details a little bit longer so you can overlap them when you apply it. But what do I know, eh? Luckily, I'm not posh enough to own a dishwasher, so I don't have to worry about them steaming off. But as they're basically stickers slapped on the top, they will wear down over time. If you're cutting a bit of tough steak, you're going to be going straight through this 117. Trust me, brother. So all I can say is be very, very careful if you're going to be using them. But what I do like about these plates is the aged feel that they have. I guess that's what they mean by the battle damage on the box, where it looks like some darker green has been splashed all over the plates and some of the overall green colour has been rubbed off or slightly applied in some areas, making it all patchy. I really love this effect, and it does seriously look like these plates have seen battle. And what I do like is the effect isn't overdone on the plates, but sadly it isn't on the cup or the bowls, which is a bit of a shame as I think the darker green would have looked good on them as well. And again, it would have tied the whole thing into being one complete set with matching patterns. But taking a look at some of them, there's this slight bubbling which has happened, which I assume is due to the process of making them. Not sure if that's normal behaviour for stoneware, but it's not too distracting for me, and it's mainly only on the cups and the bowl, so the plates are all good. But if I'm being honest, I think the worst thing about this set is that it comes with two, because I have no friends. But no, seriously, it's actually great that they've included two. Imagine whipping these bad boys out in front of the ladies. You'll be beating them away with a stick. No, you're dying alone just like me. Unless you're a girl and you're enjoying this video, why not subscribe and I'll see you next week for more weekly Halo Gear videos. Just saying, it's a right sausage fest in my viewers. Come on ladies, where you at? But then my last complaint with this set is that there's no cutlery. Plates and bowls are good and all, but I don't have any matching knives and forks. I want a green Halo spoon, goddammit. You could have at least given us pairs of knives, forks and a spoon with green wooden handles and a UNSC symbol. Even if it meant bumping up the price a little bit, I still would have paid. But no, I have to now eat soup with my bare hands. Thank you for that. But there you have it. The first, Halo inspired dinnerware set. Like I said, I think this is a little bit basic design wise, but I think colour wise the green is perfect. But with the decals, they could have been a little bit more. I think they used the UNSC symbol a little bit too much overall. If I were to live without anything from these sets, it would be the cups, as Halo cups are something that we've seen done way too many times now. I have way too many cups in my collection. I'm not complaining, I like them, but too many. But plates and bowls, now that is something special. But now, I did see this cool Mandalorian set on Amazon too, which looks great, but I won't be getting it because Halo for life, you know. But what this tells me is that they're just repainting the same sets with different franchises, so it comes to no surprise to me that there wasn't much thought that went into these. They're basically just going for the templated designs that 343 gave them and snapping them on. But I think in a few years, once the decals have rubbed off of them and I've just ended up with green plates, I'm not even going to remember that these were Halo. But maybe I might put one of them aside just to keep it in good condition. Who knows? But overall, my final thoughts here are, yeah, they're pretty good. It's not amazing at all. Have you heard the things that I issued earlier? All those complaints? But it's just one of those things that's completely new for Halo collectors. For its uniqueness, it definitely wins points. And whether you use these or not, I personally think they're going to be looking good in anyone's collection. So strangely, I don't regret buying these at all, which I'm a little bit surprised with. But let me know in the comments down below, do you have this set and do you feel fancy using it? Or do you plan on picking it up? Or did I deter you from buying it altogether? Either way, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly Halo gear videos. Now get the hell out of here.